Hello, my name is Eileen Boerger and I'm president of Agilis Solutions. And today I'm here to talk about the key considerations for ISVs that are starting to do mobile interfaces to their software product. And so first of all, the first thing you need to consider is, what do you want to mobilize? You have a product, you probably have an interface to it, probably a desktop or web one, and you need to figure out what are those key use cases that you really want to mobilize. Think through what your users do and what makes sense to do on the go. It doesn't have to be everything, and try not to be too overambitious about what you want to do. Secondly, security. You really need to think about the security implications of what you're doing. Remember that you have to authenticate your users, authorize their use of what they're doing, and particularly if you're having anything to do with data, you have to make sure that the data is protected and that you do something about the data if, for instance, you're disconnected. What happens then? And you've cached data or downloaded data onto that mobile device. So you have to really think very much about security. Thirdly, you need to think about, are you going to do a web app or are you going to do a native app? And the real question is not technology, it's really about what experience do you want to provide your user. If you want to provide your user with an experience that includes using native device features such as the use of the camera, the use of the geolocation, things like that, then go native. If you don't need to do that, then go web. And so don't think about technology, think about what experience you want to do. But if you're going to do native, remember that there are a number of platforms on native, and you are probably going to have multiple parallel development teams to do those on iOS, Android, and the different flavors of Android. And lastly, the last thing I want to talk about is, don't underestimate the complexity of testing. You know, when you've got applications that have to run on a multitude of platforms and platforms that change constantly with new versions, you have to really take that into account on how long it's going to take to test those, how many times that you're going to have to retest because of changes to the platforms. So don't underestimate that at all, otherwise that will catch you and trip you up. So those are the key considerations, and so go ahead and do it. Dive in. You've got to do it because that's exactly what the consumers want. Just don't be overambitious. Evolve. Do something small and evolve.